just so you know, the stream is not currently capturing any audio. So that was good that I decided to check that. Uh, can I get audio out? There it is. It's okay. Easy fix. I just gotta fix it. Done. Someone speak.
Hello,
Hello.
speaking. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look at that. It's making noise now. Let me just
Hey.
copy these. Add. Add. Yeah, it should be, it's... Now if I hit this button, though. It is what it is. Yeah, it's good now, hopefully.
Goblin Conspiracy is streaming.
Hey,
Conspiracy is streaming.
sounds okay.
What's
That's good.
going on?
Alright,
Hated that.
well, I have been
That's
called,
awful.
so...
Let's
Ooh,
just get
perfect.
started. Welcome back,
Hang on.
me,
There you
whenever
go.
you watch this, for
Now you're
information at some point. Or more likely, Corinna, because she watches these sometimes.
Are we playing without what?
What?
Are we playing without him? He literally was just like, okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Did you miss that conversation that we had in front of you?
Confusing times.
Yeah, we'll just go on without him, because for a little bit, and then he'll be right back, and he'll be super fast. Because as we all know, Matt is super fast
Time's
and
gonna be
super
off.
punctual.
All of
What
our
was that?
name tags are gonna be off now.
I don't know what to tell you. All right. So last I recall, you all went to the bottom of. You all went into the sewers in search of something. I believe that your intent was to find Aban, because you knew that he was the son of one of the bosses, and you wanted to find him. I'm not exactly sure what your intent was for doing that, but you did it. And then you went to the sewers. And you started. You spent a lot of time exploring until you eventually came across a couple of gangsters extorting a Nothic, which I once again forgot the name of.
Acor.
Acor, who does not speak your language. But you found him in the bottom of the sewers, and you killed Aban, not knowing he was Aban, and now you have a letter. A letter in your hand that is sealed, that is addressed to Aban from your father. And that's where you are. Currently in the sewers, still wounded and bloodied from your match.
We should probably get home. I need to sleep and rest
Yeah.
and heal.
I guess retrace our steps then. Just, do you have the letter? Is that how this was?
Yeah, I can have it. I'll hold on to it.
Okay,
We can read it when we get home. Although,
definitely.
I'm wondering if it would be easier just to go to the surface, see where we land, and then walk home. I feel like if we retrace our steps, it's very, very obvious that we were the ones that did it.
That's true. Maybe we should find another exit.
Is there an exit in this room?
No. There's other doorways you can to other rooms, but
I don't want to risk it. I have 8 hit points.
neat.
Mm.
But yeah, there's exits to this room, but they aren't like none that go to the surface immediately. However, a few rooms back there was the meeting room with the creature that you talked to, that that had an exit to the top.
We could just go there and hope no one asks us about anything.
I mean,
They'll probably be fine.
the guy literally told us that Aban went this way, and we were like, okay, and then he's dead, so...
I don't remember how many spell slots I have left. Let me go on D&D Beyond. So, never mind. I was gonna see if I could go invisible, but I cannot. Not anymore.
Yeah.
You check inside of your pouch, looking for how many storm jars you have left, and they're just all empty.
Very sad.
I mean, I can try to disguise you a bit or something.
We
I'm
can
not good at
try.
it. I'm good at doing it all myself, but that's because I'm different.
How's Acor look? Is he like bleeding out right now?
Oh, he's fully unconscious, bleeding right now.
Oh
What?
no. I'm gonna
How?
give him some
How?
healing hands.
Dude was getting choked out when you walked in.
Yeah, I'm going to run over to our poor friend and just
Okay.
give healing hands for 6 hit points. Just be like,
All right.
hey.
You give him the hit points. You see the wound of his big eyes starting to open up a little bit, like it was covered over in a giant black eye, and it starts to recede a little bit. A gash on his stomach starts to go back in, and then as soon as you do that, his scaled, gnarled face looks up at you. He goes and speaks a language you don't understand.
I'm pretty sure I know it
You do.
because
Uh,
we talked to him before.
Yes, that is true. You have talked to him because you know Undercommon. He said something vaguely translated to "Thank you for saving me. You're an angel," in the most literal sense.
I'm gonna ask him why were they choking you? Why were they trying to get money from you? Did you owe them?
Oh, yeah, I made a few deals that weren't exactly, uh, uh, I couldn't exactly fulfill.
That's unfortunate. Well,
Probably
I
Yeah.
think we took care of them for now, but there might
Oh,
be more,
you
so...
definitely did not. That is not what happened there.
No?
No,
He's
no.
still alive.
Okay. Did you... I guess you were unconscious for the entire thing. You see that they're dead, right?
Oh, yeah. I see that. I see that you killed one of the boss's sons. That is what happened. But I'm gonna get away from this scene, and I hope you understand. You're wonderful. You're an angel, but you're going to die. So I'm going to go somewhere else.
Can you at least show us a different way out so that we
That would
don't
be
have to
really
go
nice.
back where we were?
Oh, let me see here. He says as he looks at the map.
He just pulls out a map that he made himself.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, gosh. So technically, you could go through there. What does that mean? All right. God, there's so much on this map right now. Yeah. So that's a thing that can happen. Very cool. I'll be honest, I didn't anticipate that, but
Oh no.
All right. Yeah. So actually, you could come down. You can go back up if you'd like. You can the same way that I got down here a little bit ago. It's actually just go through this door down the hallway. Helps if you crawl on the ceiling, and then you go into to the room, and then there's a sewer drain up top.
What if you can't crawl on the ceiling though?
I don't know. I haven't tried that.
Oh,
Sure,
okay.
why not? Are there normally like things you have to run away from? Like
In the sewers, things that you have. Yes, yes. There are many things that I run away from in the sewers.
I'm just gonna stop talking now.
Well, I mean, I've had to translate the whole time since
Yeah.
you can't speak under Goblin, so just
I know.
Yeah, so it's just going through you. Well, I actually, I gotta be honest, guys. I'm a little light on the old coinage. Um, would any of you be interested in some scrolls?
What kind?
I got this one for invisibility, but better. I've got this one for comprehend languages in case you can't read. And this one makes people laugh real good. That's what I've got.
How much for that invisibility one?
50 platinum.
Oh, oh no. I'm so sorry.
seems like way too much. Didn't we trade you in secrets last time?
Oh. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly a good business arrangement. That's how I keep getting myself in situations like this. I don't have any money.
Well, how about, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have 50 platinum,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have 5 silver that I can give you for that scroll.
5 silver. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do. See, I don't know if you know this. And it's true. You know what? You got me.
All right.
I did
I'll wrap
highball you
you
there.
on.
But I don't know if you know this. I can't count. I do know 5 silver is a very low number.
What
In fact, I'm a
about
little bit insulted.
5 gold?
No.
How much did you get those for? Or
Oh,
did
I
you?
stole them.
You stole them?
Oh, well,
Well, actually, no.
you're not gonna
I
take.
stole the invisibility one. I made the other two. That's actually my specialty. That's what I used to do before I got one eye.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's either
Mm-hmm.
5 gold or it's nothing. So
I don't think you understand the value of what I'm trying to sell you here. So, I mean,
then I guess you're not getting any extra
I'd
money.
happily give you comprehend languages, or I give you comprehend languages, or Tasha's hideous laughter for 50 gold. But like, I mean, I'm gonna need at least like 200, maybe 250 for greater invisibility.
Maybe another time.
If you say so.
Well, should we
Alright,
be
well, if you
going?
could help us, we're gonna get out. Or we're gonna try to, and without dying.
I need to get a lot of bandages right now.
Sounds good. I'm gonna. And he looks down the hallway that you guys came in from. I think I'm gonna get a drink. Guys, have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye. And he just kind of gets up, starts gathering some of his stuff, and like wraps up the scrolls and starts playing his bongos out.
Little bongo.
Hmm.
Into the door, I guess.
All right. So you go through the door. The door is quite locked.
Can I pick it?
What a description.
Go ahead. Quite locked. Not just locked, quite locked.
Quite locked.
Uh, 21.
21. Okay. You pick the lock. You pick the lock. The door opens. Or the door starts to swing open the opposite direction, or just like clicks open.
Any traps?
I don't know. Do you want to? Would you like to make a check?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Doesn't
I
know.
was asking.
Yeah, feel free.
16.
16. Okay, yeah. As you start to open the door just a little bit, you can see like as you look up at the corner of the door, there's just a bucket sitting up top.
I'm just gonna open it all the way, but not go through the door so that the bucket falls.
All right, so you do that, and then the bucket collapses onto the ground. You kind of have to move your shoes back because then this like green fluid starts pouring out, and it's just like this green and bubbling, and it has a very acrid smell.
Do you need any of that? I would say that's Aether.
Uh,
Clearly, with Clippers indisposed.
sure, I can get some. Pull out just random like things to scoop it up with, I guess.
All right, yeah, you have vials and stuff. You've got vials of plenty.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you scooped up. This is a vial of acid. If you'd like to use it or anything, if you throw it at something, it does 1d6 acid damage.
Cool.
Nothing too special. The whole bucket probably would have done something much more substantial than that, but a single vial. If you use very, very little, maybe it'd give a lemony taste to some food.
Very, very, very small amount.
Yeah, and it could just be good in labs. But you now there's a pretty long corridor in front of you. As you I assume you just travel through that. There's a door at the other end. You can open that one, and it is not locked if you choose to.
Traps.
Any other buckets?
I'm looking at my laptop.
This one opens in your direction, so
Oh.
there could not be a bucket, which is the good news.
You're very,
19.
very tricky.
19. There seem to be no traps at this door.
All good?
However, when you open the door, there's just an empty bucket sitting on the other side. But inside of this room, this appears to be another large drainage room, similar to kind of the one that you fought the Rat King in, where it was just like this large room that has a sloped bottom, so that the liquid goes down to the sides and drains out underneath the doors. By the way, all the doors in the sewer, by the way, have there's like a half-foot to a foot clearance from the ground to the door. Feasibly, that like liquid and fluids and stuff just travel under. Feasibly, for any of these doors, you could crawl under, although inadvisable, being that they are sewers. Although I should note, most of these sewers now are, for the most part, unused. These are kind of archaic sewers, only really used for really kind of cheaper houses. Now they have other arcane methods for disposing of waste. So yeah, but as you open this door, there's like that large drainage area, and you can see there's kind of a manhole cover that has holes in it, and there's light shining down into this large area.
That's our
Is there a
ticket.
ladder?
Nope, there's not.
Oh.
How high up is the ceiling?
30 feet. This is a large drainage area meant for when rain and stuff really starts flooding the area, so it has to be pretty large.
Okay.
There's
According to D&D,
Hey, Matt.
I haven't used my wings yet. I don't remember that.
You have not used your wings.
Cool.
But by the way, Matt, what has happened is you were all in the room. You talked to Icor, who tried to offer you a scroll of greater invisibility, Tasha's hideous laughter, and comprehend languages. They refused them.
It's a core, not I core.
They're so.
Oh, Acor.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
call him Icker. for how disgusted I am by that decision.
They were.
Well, he was trying to sell them though.
Oh. Well, that's different. What an ungrateful
Yeah.
bastard. Yeah, I didn't save your life or anything. Don't worry about it, bro.
Hey, if you, I'm just saying, if you want to buy any scrolls or you want him to make some, he said he could do it.
Yeah, can he make ice cream cones? I didn't think so.
Scroll of ice cream cones.
I haven't asked.
Anyway.
In any case, so do you activate your wings?
I could probably fly us up there. Well, not both at the same time, but I could like whoosh.
Okay. So your wings make the like mechanical sound as they like come out and start whooshing air underneath of you, and you lift off carrying
I'll
someone.
get Nyx first.
All right, you get Nyx. You go up to the top of this manhole cover. It weighs very much.
Well, hey, Nyx, wanna
I
help
can
me?
try. I'm not very strong.
I'm not very strong either. Can that be like one of us rolling with advantage?
Sure, if you try to help, like literally clinging onto the ceiling, because it's hard to push while just flying.
Yeah,
Is your strength higher than a +0?
it's -1.
I will go.
We have a very strong group in this house.
Much better, 19.
Hey, what about me?
19. Oh, okay.
Mine's also -1.
um,
Got him.
but yeah, so I'd say that's enough. So you're able to like lift it up enough, and then stick one of your arm blades into it, and start using that like a pulley, and start like lifting it up, and then you slide it off.
Alrighty, and I'll get Quiver.
She flies down, picks you up, takes you out of the manhole cover. You're in the middle of like a into like a sloped area of a street that kind of goes off the main thoroughfare, and but you're pretty darn close to like a center market area in the Axial district. No, wait, no, you're not in Axial district. You're in the Gearhold. My bad. Yeah, just in the Gearhold, you're in a kind of a market area, so that would be selling of like major equipments and things like that.
My dog is
Pretty close actually to where you were when you talked
Okay.
to the robot man in his speakeasy.
Very cool.
So, back home, I guess,
Mhm.
and patch ourselves up and read this thing.
Sure. So you guys can head back home. No biggie there. Yeah, and finally you get to the train whistle.
Ooh,
The sounds of train whistle. Let me open up
I
my.
think you mean the sewer squad headquarters.
Yeah, I think I don't actually.
ending.
Well, considering we don't have another name at the moment, that's what it is.
It's true, the sign got like split in half. So,
All right, so you are there. You're not really there until the sound comes on, but you know,
true.
this is just what we have to live with right now.
Aether's Tunes.
That is
Playing on
correct.
YouTube.
Then at some point you should just play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you gotta adjust it.
I know.
You gotta adjust it throughout like the game too, because you know different songs are different volumes.
This
Then
was
at some point,
because of Sweet Playlist the other week.
oh yeah. Then at some point you gotta like make our own theme songs. By we, I mean you,
I have a lot of
because
stuff to do.
you don't have enough to do already.
Yeah. And I have an actual VO job now that I have to do.
All right, so you're there.
Okay, well, let's open it up, I guess.
All right,
Start
now.
absentmindedly filling up my jars again.
All right. Let me see if I can get this to you in a way.
I got excited because my dog was barking and I'm expecting a package.
Mm.
But it was actually someone else's package.
Oh no.
Matt, your audio is weird.
Probably. But, like, what do you mean by weird?
Like, do you have a fan going?
Yeah, it does sound like it.
No. That's just my laptop fan trying as hard as it can. Here, I'll turn on the noise suppression. Did it stop?
Yeah.
Weird, I don't hear a fan.
Well, there you go. I turned on Discord's noise suppression, so now we're all good.
Wow.
All right.
This into.
So
What?
you open up the letter and you can see it in the text channel.
I guess I should also.
DM, would you care to read it for those who cannot read it on the stream?
They should be able to read it on the stream.
Oh, here we go. We're getting there. Yeah, I don't think that's how that's gonna work.
Mine's loading.
You just put the document in there. We can't see the whole document in the text channel. We have to download it and look at it.
Oh, okay.
That's
Even if I open it on my computer, the stream does just stream Discord window. So like.
Oh, it's
if
only
I-
that
if I-
window?
If I
Okay.
open like Microsoft Word, it's not gonna stream that.
Oh, I see.
But
So it says.
okay,
Go ahead.
You got it. No, you got it.
Okay. I really wish not, but yes. It says, "Dear beloved son Aban, you have fucked up. The payment you were meant to collect now may be gone to the wind. You have disappointed this family for the last time. We're a family and we provide each other, but your brothers have been carrying your weight for too long. If you wish to collect some of your honor and respect, you will join your brother in the sewers. You will help him destroy the gang that you seem so incapable of dealing with alone. Not that he will need it. In this letter, your brother will show you the shift, so you may understand. But only after the flame. Don't disappoint me. Don Brosco."
Well, at least he wasn't really in good graces, so he won't be missed.
I suppose so, but what does that mean? Right after the flame.
Maybe it's like a specific direction to go in the sewers?
Maybe. So I'm trying to put this on 2 different screens at the same time. Let's try this again. So, where was his brother then? We didn't run into him too.
Maybe he was in a different way and the bond went the wrong way because he wanted to do things his own way.
True. Let's try the gang I seem to. He was with his own gang, so do you think that was. Do you think he like joined with the gang he was supposed to deal with, or do you think that was like his own strange traveling party?
It was probably his own gang.
Yeah. At least we have a name now. That's nice.
I wonder who the gang is that they were fighting in the sewers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we've run into. Well, we ran into those 8 ones, but that's really it.
Do you
Maybe
think the
it's them
gang's
fighting
name
over
is
scores?
The Wind?
It's possible. And that the guy's just bad at punctuation.
Ooh.
You never know. I'm gonna write this down. We should probably.
Yeah, I'm like writing down the whole letter in my notebook, so.
We should probably keep this not with us all the time, just in case, we fall and someone were to pick our pockets and find that we have this letter. It just wouldn't be very good.
Yeah. Do we want to burn it?
I feel like we should probably have it for reference, just not keep it with us all the time. Maybe somewhere here?
Probably not here. If people raid your place, they'll find it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I have a pretty good memory.
Are you sure?
Yep, it's like photographic. It's like I write things down in my brain.
Alright, but like, what's the flame? Did
That's
I miss
what I'm
something?
wondering. Show you the shift so you may understand, but only after. I feel like that's probably very important. But I'm currently like I have a lot of wounds to attend to.
Ryan, I will say I hope the format
Feel the
wasn't
brain.
relevant at all because it definitely did not keep the same format. After I
Oh, really?
What did you write it in? Google Docs or Microsoft Word? Or
Word.
neither?
Word.
Okay, well then.
It's probably
Maybe.
the same then.
Who knows?
Did you color the whole page?
Yeah.
I like it.
It was just to make it like vaguely parchment colored.
Yeah.
Although I got a font that I got from the internet, so maybe you guys don't see that.
Yeah, that didn't
Yeah,
translate. It's
no.
just in like Arial.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a shame.
Mine says my everything, but it doesn't. It just looks like a normal font.
Same. To be fair, I don't even have Microsoft Word. I just realized I'm looking at it in WordPad.
Interesting.
Oh, that's weird because I even you know what? I did send it out as I did save it as a PDF.
Oh.
Just
Wow,
strange formatting all around.
technology.
Well, the reason I did that was so that it could. It was meant to be a PDF. The reason I did that was so that it could. Oh, you know what? It was probably because I sent you the wrong one. Maybe if I do this, it'll be easier for you.
Perhaps. Poor snaps. Someone's watching our stream. I bet it's one of you.
Almost certainly.
Not me. So is it
Not
Krona?
me.
Here we go. Hopefully that'll help.
Oh wow, that looks so different from what it looked like in WordPad.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Still can't open it in Discord, but
That's a shame.
Open and destroy the game that you seem so incapable of dealing with. I mean, maybe he was supposed to destroy the gang he had with him. You
That's what I
are
was saying.
incapable of dealing with them alone? Like you're incapable of leading them?
Maybe.
And I think that only after the flame is like maybe it's a trial, maybe it's literally like after the flame, like walking past a specific flame somewhere. You know what I mean?
I was thinking maybe it's like a time or something. Like after something, like some kind of event happens specifically. Not sure.
Make a history check.
Oh, that looks so much cooler.
What
Yeah,
works?
sorry about that.
I'll make a history check too. I don't know anything.
I bet the
You know
flame
plenty of.
Wow.
is the summer equinox.
I got an
Or
18.
solstice.
I
Not
got
the
like a
equinox.
9. Very low roll.
Why did I say there's no summer equinox? That was a really stupid statement.
You're trying to remember, and you can't think of any like at least within the common sphere. You can't think of any like holiday or big events that are called regarded the flame or anything associated with that.
Okay.
What about my 19?
What?
What about my 19?
Oh yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Oh. Wow.
Sad.
Okay.
Like at least just like in the common world, because that's what your history knowledge is of. Nothing really comes to mind.
Doesn't like the primary religion in the entire city revolve around some kind of fire?
Nope.
Oh.
He is the god of princes, who is the son of the god of the sun, but he isn't necessarily associated with the sun in exactly the same way.
Son of the sun.
Yeah.
So what's our plan? Because I know we talked about maybe framing one of the brothers for killing this one, but I'm not
Oh,
so
yeah.
sure that's our plan anymore. I guess we gotta find the other one that was supposed to find him. Though, what if he finds his dead brother first? Unless he already like dealt with him and then got annoyed and left, and that's when he started his gang business. I don't know.
I feel like you actually need to know something about someone to frame them for murder.
Yeah. Where would
Okay.
we find out about them without going full like spy recon, pretend to be their friends, learn about them? Because that seems very risky.
It's a pretty sweet plan, though. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to analyze this letter because it says in this letter your brother will show you the shift.
That's what I was wondering too. The shift in the flame seemed kind of important. So we know that they were what? What were they? What were they called? Uh, what were they called? Like what they were?
The
Sakar
who
Syndicate?
what do you mean? The Sakar Syndicate?
Yes.
No, like
The Tao is the guy that runs the sector, his 6
yeah.
sons.
I'm racking my brain trying to think of something. Hold on.
Myrmidon is one of the sons, Evon is the other one.
I don't know where my train of thought was going for that. I like couldn't remember a name, and then the name didn't make any sense. It's fine. We're fine. Should we just maybe sleep on it and try going back
I
into the
seriously
sewers
think we
tomorrow?
should, yeah. But I think we should burn this letter first.
Really?
Yeah. Like, we shouldn't have it on us.
Okay. Well, hold on. Is there anything like? Does there seem like there's anything magical about this letter at all? Like, if it's tied to anything?
Magical? Make an Arcana check, I suppose, but keep in mind, Arcana check will only show you blatant, like, magical runes and things like that, because you know what you're looking for. If something is meant to be obscured magically, you won't be able to detect it without detect magic.
Let me see if I have that prepared. I don't think I do.
I have to say, I
Yeah,
disagree very strongly on the idea that we should burn this.
We shouldn't have it on us.
Yeah, but if there's any kind of secret script or secret language involved, then we'll just burn it up before we decode it.
that's
Like,
true.
just because you've copied the message doesn't mean you've copied everything.
What?
After the flame, only after the flame, will your brother show you the shift. Maybe we need to set it on fire. Maybe we need to put it over top of fire. You know, like a magic ink, you know, like the fire, it lights it up, like invisible
Think
ink
so?
that's triggered by fire. Like, what if we put it over a flame? In front of a flame.
We could shine a
Here's
light
one
through
thing
it.
though. Before we do that, I know you wrote down the letter, but is there a way for any of us, I don't know if any of us would be better at it, to like maybe try to memorize his handwriting or his signature or anything?
We could always just take a small scrap of the paper that would not be damning in any way.
I just feel like that might be useful, maybe, to have his signature for something.
That is not in my realm of expertise.
I don't know if that's I don't think that's in my head.
I mean, at the end of the day, if the whole letter's incriminating, that's one thing. But what's going to incriminate us by having the name Don Brasco written on a small scrap of paper? could just tear it off and keep it.
That's true.
Can we try the flame thing? I don't think we don't have to set it on fire first. Let's just try to put it in front of a
Put it
flame.
over or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make
Well,
one of those
just, like,
glowy thingies.
one of those
I think it
glowy
has to be fire though. Do you have a
gonna say,
fireplace?
I guess.
I don't think I have a fireplace,
I
but
have a
I
candle that I keep
Yeah.
in my bag.
could light the candle. I mean, like, I'm bound to have something to light fire in my
Oh,
workshop.
sure. Yeah, you're for sure able to. I mean, you have an actual forge.
I can literally just light things on fire, and I just hold up the candle and just.
Or that.
poof.
Alright, so I guess
I
put
put
it
the letter in
over
front of the flame.
to see if
All
anything
right.
gets revealed.
You put the letter in front of the frame, and then
The
you see
flame.
this script appear.
Y'all over here trying to
Good
burn
job.
stuff.
You know what? I was the one who literally said to put it in front of the flame, so you can.
Yeah,
be
I'm the one that
one.
literally told you not to burn it because there's probably more to it than just a couple of words.
This, however, I believe I cannot read to you.
What is this?
Trying
I
to see
can't
what
even
it
read it in this cursive.
What I can do is, because for myself, I can turn that into not that cursive.
I mean, you did also put that at the bottom of the page in the PDF.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that's why I did that. Okay, I had foresight. I remember that now. That's not actually on the page. That's just for you guys.
Okay. Hmm.
I'm gonna pause just 1 second. I'm gonna try and create a new scene in the stream thing. This is great. We're just doing a little mid-stream behind the scenes.
Sorry about that, Matt.
Nah, it's okay. There we go. Now hopefully the stream can see. Just a quick little peek.
I don't think this is gonna be right, but I'm still gonna try.
What are we doing?
I'm trying to decode and seeing if it does anything.
Well,
What are you trying?
This is making nonsense.
well, if we're decoding things, it did specifically say that I mean, do we need to do any rolls here, Ryan, or is this just a me
I
using my
could-
brain kind of puzzle?
You could do some rolls for me to give some vague hints, but I would
Nah, that's
prefer if you
okay. I
used
feel
your
like I
brains.
already know the solution. It says in this letter, your
Mhm.
brother will show you the shift, so you may understand, but only after the flame. I have a feeling that it's probably as simple as each of these letters correspond to some other letter in the alphabet, and you just need to find out how many letters you need to shift them by.
I was trying to do the one, like, what I was trying to do was doing it backwards. So, like, A, Z.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was trying to do, but it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, that's my first guess. This is the part where we all sit around decoding.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Something I didn't anticipate
Uh,
about this is that people would just go silent.
Although, I would say the best place to start would probably be this word right here. And if I'm right, I might have this kind of quick.
Mhm.
So,
Which word are you referencing to?
E.
I'm guessing that. Wait,
Ah!
wait, no. That works. That works.
So,
Because that would make
the
second word duh.
the second to last word of the first sentence is a 3-letter word. The most common 3-letter word is the.
Yeah.
It being WKH, all you have to do is count from a T to a W. It's a 4-letter shift. You can then check that with K. If you go back 4 letters from K, I can't count back. I can't do letters backwards, but you could do HIJK. It is just shifted 4 letters forward. At least that word specifically is. So at that point, you could just shift everything else 4 letters. I am just gonna pull up a picture of the alphabet because my brain don't work that fast.
Yeah.
So,
What's up, Brian?
well, I want to let you have your fun, but you did in fact solve the code.
Nice.
And if you would like, I can send you a decoded version.
Can you do that? Because my brain
Yes.
can't
I was
count
writing
that
it all
right now.
down.
Yeah, it looked like Matt and Krenna were having fun, so I didn't want to take it from you, but I
Yeah,
figured
mean,
for
it
the
would
sake of speed.
just be faster, I guess.
My brain is not capable of that right now, so.
I made a.
The first word is follow. I got that part. I got that part done. Follow the.
Matt, well done. Immediately knowing it was a Caesar cipher.
I didn't know that's what that was called, but
That is what that was called.
I mean, the word shift gave it away pretty good. And then at that
Yep.
point, it was like, all right, well, there's clearly a the right there. We just gotta.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was good stuff.
It is the simplest code, but it was still good.
So fun.
For the stream, this
Yeah.
is the word I was referring to. Although I think I made that obvious.
Follow the path of the Manticore
Oh, where
and
to go?
descend into the city. The scorpion has been activated. None of that sounds very good.
I have a question.
Yeah, but
Does
even that seems like a
scorpion
code.
sound familiar to me?
I'm sorry?
Does the scorpion sound familiar to me?
No, it does not.
Okay. Or the path of the manticore? I'll take that as a no too.
Oh yeah, I shook my head no. I guess
I couldn't see you. I wasn't looking at that.
Oh, okay.
Whoops.
I sure hope that's what they call a person and not actually some kind of monster. Although people aren't that different, huh? Scorpion. Who would know about something like this?
Maybe I don't expect Omar would have any idea what any of this means, but
Hey, someone in our Twitch chat said that if we want to become famous, we can buy followers, what does that say? Primes and viewers. If I click that link, that's totally not a virus. I bet that's...
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead, how can I... We'll figure something out. I'm gonna moderate this a little bit.
Oh, chat.
As soon as I figure out how. There we go.
Well, do we want to burn it now?
You really want to burn this, don't you?
I don't want it in our hands at all. At all associated with us. It should be gone. It's bad enough that they probably suspect it's us. We were very clearly talking to that one guy.
I know. Well,
If we have
none of them know us yet, but
If we don't have anything on us, including this letter, it'll be far easier for us to say there has to be a mistake. It was not us. We yada yada.
Wish you a
Although we
Merry
should probably
Christmas.
come up with a story.
like an alibi for why we were there or weren't there.
Exactly.
While you think of that, can I just try to like copy down some of the writing, like copy some letters and like his name from. I just want to know how to do the signature.
You're muted, Ryan.
I don't remember when that happened. Make a dexterity check.
I will do my very best.
No
It's a different
one
text.
ever was.
Ooh, that's ooh. 9. I'm rolling real great today.
Yeah, no. I mean, you write it. It looks like cursive.
Okay, never mind. Sure. I guess let's burn it.
All right, is
Whipper,
that what
do
you
you
do?
have any last thoughts?
Quipper is hesitating. I don't want to
I don't
because I want to have.
know. Oh,
How
you
about we
know,
just rip
hang
off the
on.
bottom of it and then burn it?
Yeah,
That work?
we could just keep the name. Or even better, I've got a big brain idea. My brain is overflowing with its genius. Coming out the
Just
ear
saying.
holes, let me tell you. What if, instead of cutting out anything that might be particularly damning, we just, like his name specifically, what if we just cut out random letters from it that could then be used to compare? Like one sentence, like at the end, it says, "Don't disappoint me," with a big old capital D. We could cut that out. We cut out the B in "but" with the last sentence. And then we have some letters that we could compare in the future. If we ever need that.
I'm not opposed.
You're gonna get incriminated for a piece of paper that says "but." Don't. No, nobody's gonna care. Especially because this guy writes like a font. I mean, all the B's look the same. So impressive.
Let's just cut out some of it and burn it so we can kind of do both. And I'll just like get a knife. Just like.
Oh, you need a knife?
I'm sure you have scissors.
I got a knife. You need a knife? I got you.
No reason for you to use a knife. You have scissors.
You need a knife. I got you a knife. It's right here. It's a big
Aether's the kind of person to like try to make a contraption of scissors using 2 knives instead of like go to the drawer next to her that has scissors.
You know, it just makes life more fun sometimes.
But yeah, you can cut out some of those words for comparison later. So just like scraps,
Okay.
write that down in your inventory if you would like.
Paper scraps. Of Don
Scraps.
Brasco. Wait, is that his name? Brasco or Basco? Was it?
Don
Brasco.
Brasco.
Awesome.
Brasky.
So
Danny
Guess we'll
Brasky?
just-
What's up, bro?
put it in that candle and sizzle, sizzle.
Brasco. More like
In
Don
flames.
Brosco.
Not quite yet.
It's like it's an O with the ah sound.
Gross.
Brosco.
So I don't know about either of you, but I'm really tired.
Yeah, I'm kind of dying.
I kind of died.
We should take watches though.
Oh yeah,
We
you
should
have a
never
point of
ever
exhaustion now, don't you, Digit? I forgot. We have that rule, by the way, that I totally forgot
Digit?
about.
Who's
Ouchies.
Digit?
Oh, Digit. Oh,
Ouchies, bro.
Clipper.
Ouchies.
Yeah, Clipper has a point of exhaustion. I totally forgot about that. When you go unconscious, you have a point of exhaustion.
When did I go unconscious? What you talking about?
Didn't you go unconscious last time?
I went
Last day we
unconscious.
did? You went unconscious. Oh, okay.
I
So
got
yeah, you're
30 hit points. What are
Wrong
you talking about?
character,
Really
wrong
tired.
campaign. All over the place.
I just meant I died as
yeah.
in like I literally died at one point.
It's true. Well, I'm going to bed. See you in the morning. It's been a day. Good night.
I guess I'll sit up first then.
My friend Dallas is here to pick up his VR headset. I'm not gonna go talk to him.
Are you?
He's just gonna have to get it.
What was that?
Huh? No, don't worry about it. It's okay. I have a friend
Okay.
that's here to pick up a package, but I'm not gonna go talk to him. He got it.
Okay.
He's got a brain.
Lizzie, did you say you were taking watch?
I mean, yeah, since everybody else just decided to go to sleep without discussing it first.
Tired.
Okay.
You're not the only one dying.
So you just
In
sit
fact,
there,
I
kind of.
think I'm literally at 1 hit point right now.
I gave you cure wounds.
You didn't give me much.
I had one spell left. I'm
Actually,
sorry.
we'll return momentarily. Very quick.
Clipper's asleep. So, as you're keeping watch, somebody come. No, I'm just kidding. No, nothing happened. It's
Oh,
just a night.
Knock on the door.
Did he like complete? Oh, never mind.
So yeah, you go to sleep. You're sitting in the laboratory alone. You look at the giant. You look at You're just like looking around. You see Aether's giant workshop of like, all this like magical and technological equipment, and you're just like, man, that's cool. Anyway, and it's a
Practicing
quiet night.
massive self-control.
Mm.
Right, I'm on a long rest, so I'm gonna assume that we're gonna be able to.
Also, I'm pretty sure some of the stuff in your bag that you cut up from monsters is starting to get a little stinky.
I don't have anything else in my bag.
Are you sure? I think I recall you taking the suckers off of a what was that called? I think it was an Etten? Or is that
All
a
I
type of
have
giant?
right now is a mimic skin.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll also do it.
I'll put it in like a box, an empty box somewhere that I found in like in a fridge.
Alright, you just go into like the kitchen fridge and you find a box and you're like, that'll do. You just put like this like purple gunk into this like really big, like has to be like this big Tupperware box. And you're just like, that's fine. And you put it next to some food that you had left in there.
Next to the food. Great.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I guess
Alright.
I'll
Oh, I'm
I'll take
bleeding.
watches? Is that how this is working? I guess I'll take
mean,
second
yeah.
watch then?
So Nyx just like wakes you up in the middle of the night.
Like, this is my house. Why are we taking watches?
I'm not staying up all night watching after you. I need some sleep too.
That's fine. I'll just stare at the wall. I don't know.
All right. You wake up. You're in your room. You're looking at a wall.
I'm snoring loudly on your floor.
Make a wisdom check. Saving throw.
Don't do this. 13.
All right, you managed to stay awake. You're getting really close to dozing off because you barely care, and then you just managed to have the willpower to stay awake.
Then I just knock on Clipper's door.
Oh,
Apparently we're
also-
taking watches.
Also, as you're taking your watch, you see a big old purple handprint on the refrigerator,
From the goo.
I'm not going to ask. I don't care.
Don't be like, apparently we're taking watches. I said it like right before you went to sleep.
Just gonna knock
You heard me.
and then just leave. I'm just gonna knock and leave. I'm not even gonna open the door.
Clipper, there's a knock at your door in the middle of the night.
We're in her house
Yes.
taking watches.
Mhm.
Get up. I go to the door and I open it.
Nobody's behind it.
Oh well. Close the door. Go to bed.
All right.
You guys are literally the worst.
Back to sleep.
All right. You all wake up in the morning as you start to hear the sounds of hammering and gears throughout the Gearhold sky.
A new day. Question for Quipper. I meant to ask this last night and then I forgot. Do you want me to make you like glasses or something for when it's super dark? Because I kind of felt bad about that.
I mean, I don't know if you're capable of that, but like, if you are, that'd be pretty sweet.
I feel like I should be offended, but for some reason I'm not. All right. So, DM, do I know how much that would be, / what I would need to get for those kind of things?
Yeah, so I believe there you have a couple options. One, you can make the item, and that's doable.
Yeah.
Or you could keep making some temporary ones that would cost you nothing, because I believe that's one of your infusion options.
Is it? Do
I
have them?
believe one of your infusion options could be create a mimic a magic item, and I believe one of them is
Yeah.
goggles of night vision.
Let me look, because I thought that I had that one. Infuse. It's not telling me which ones that I know. I'm pretty sure that's one of them. I can't actually check the list for some reason. So that's nice. But I do
You can do that, or you can make them. You think if at baseline cost, you're probably looking at 125 gold.
Okay, maybe for now I'll just do a temporary one.
I'm
Yeah,
offended.
just to start.
I can. Do you need more gold?
Actually, I should say probably 150 base price.
I do need more gold, but I feel bad taking all of it all the time.
I can
Hang
give you
on.
more.
I got you. Give me 1 second. I go into my room. You hear some screeching noises, a bang maybe, some weird magic flittering sounds, and then I come back out with a bag with
A cat
150 gold in it, and I just put it in your hands.
Do I want to know where you got this?
You got that. That's all you.
Thank you. And I guess I'll just like take it and look confused and just sit down and start plotting what I need to do to build it.
All right, it'll probably take you about a full day to do, because it's still a magic item, and you still have to go out and buy the materials.
So should this be our like we're planning to see how we're going to go about not getting killed while also doing some recon for Political Figures Day? Or I can build it later,
Yeah.
it's fine.
That sounds about right. I mean, I'm wondering if it's worth trying to get in contact with Omar again,
I don't see why not.
or maybe Celia knows who this is. I feel like we only ever go to the same like 2 people
We don't
for
know that many
information.
people.
We don't know a lot of people. We need more friends.
I didn't really talk to anyone before you, so
I know a lot of people.
I talk to lots of people.
Ether's
probably
sad because
go-
she thought that that was normal.
I mean, I didn't have friends, but I knew people.
I was just
Well, I
kind of
had
here
friends.
all the
They were
time.
acquaintances. Maybe I can wander around and talk to contact.
Yeah. Quipper, did you want to go? Like, maybe you could kill two birds with one stone. Quipper could go to Celia. You could go, like, be all sneaky and talk to people with different faces. And I could build this.
Yeah, that'd be
Sure.
pretty cool.
Do you want a specific, like style? Like, Quipper, what are you going for? Like, do you want, like, goggles? Or do you want, like, glasses? Or...
I mean, I've never been one for subtlety. Until I am.
Okay.
I'm kind of... Yeah. Well, I'm kind
I'm
of...
getting a lot of answers.
I don't know. I don't really... You know what? I feel like you could probably decide better than I could. Because, like, on one hand, I'm not very subtle. But then on the other hand, sometimes I can be pretty subtle.
I feel like you don't want to make the decision.
To be fair, alright, if they are for seeing in the dark, whenever I'm using them, people probably won't be able to see them anyway. So then, the rest of the time, they're just sitting on my... I feel like you should go with, like, goggles or something.
Okay, I'll make goggles. I'll just leave because I'm not getting any good responses.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just thinking, you know, like, I gotta...
Make
And I will, once I'm done with them,
sparkly.
I'll describe what they look like.
Like, am I gonna have to take
Okay.
them off and put them back on, or can I keep them on at all times?
What do you want?
No.
For them to work, you just put them on and you have dark vision for 60 feet.
Oh, well, then I feel like we should go with glasses, because I'm just gonna be wearing them all the time.
Okay.
I don't believe it's attuned.
Make them sparkly and put little bows on them.
Not too
And-
sparkly. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want people to be able to see.
Yeah, they're
them,
not attuned, so you could just put them on whenever you'd like.
but maybe like a little sparkly. I mean, you know.
I'm making an executive decision since he is indecisive. Sparkles and bows. That is my final offer.
I'm
Don't
okay
make
with
them
the sparkles,
reflective
however,
if you can help it.
I worry about the bows. You know?
Okay.
Like,
You
I'm
guys are
all
hard
about
target.
them looking good, but in the same boat, though, like, I don't want them giving me away. Like, if we're sneaking around in the dark, I don't want to be all, like, sparkly and stuff.
I see your point.
It can be sparkly without emitting light.
Or reflecting it.
True.
Okay, I'm just gonna start.
I'm just gonna put something out there. You cannot be sparkly and not reflect light. That's not an option.
You go with,
I was
like, a
imagining
nice
like those like
matte gold.
I was imagining like this awful like little kid like dress up jewelry that's like sparkly, but it's like
Mhm.
all on the inside and it's like covered by color, so it doesn't really do
Yeah.
anything. And then look like it has speckles in it.
hmm Well, you can do that later, because in the meantime, you have two rolls to make to create this.
Yes.
It's going to take 8 total hours, 4 hours for each roll. So you go into your forge and you begin to start like melting your glass and start forming it into shapes. So first, you're going to want to make the frames, because they are the real meat of the inner workings of these glasses.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, you're going to make the lenses, because they are the real meat of it. Did I say frames? Okay.
Yeah.
He said frame.
Okay, because
Which one's
the
the
lenses are
meat?
the lenses are the meat. So first, make a roll with your glass tools to do that.
Oh God. Uh, 13.
13.
Very low today.
Not your best work. It isn't a failure, so you don't have to roll on the failure table. But it's really nothing special. Technically a success, however. Actually, let me see. Let me see.
Aether's mind is preoccupied with all of the mess that they're dealing with. Not her best work, but it's okay.
My dog wants to exit my room. Okay.
Yeah, actually, as this one works, you just barely don't fail. You got exactly what you needed to not fail. So, you do
Cool.
successfully make these lenses. They're fine. Not your best work. It takes about 4 hours to do of like casting and refining, and you have to like kind of fold the glass as you go. So you literally like stretch out the glass, write runes into it, and then like fold it over itself, and have to reshape it into a lens at the right angles to make you actually be able to see through it.
The way you just described glassmaking disgusts me.
I
She's just
don't know how
grabbing
glass
hot
making works.
glass with her bare hands. Like,
No,
ooh,
she's not
yes.
doing that.
You're like, yeah,
She's
you just
using
stretch
tools to
that
stretch it
glass,
and things.
ooh yeah, ooh yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I just really imagine someone with
Man,
like,
I hope when you imagine all those times I said you stab people, you weren't imagining you did it with your hands.
no, but like the way you portrayed it though, I'm like imagining someone holding like semi-molten glass and just like, yes,
Maybe that's the
sketchy.
thing.
In defense of Ryan's stabbing with hand statement, Nick sort of does. Stab.
That's also true. Yeah, you do that. If you'd like to spend the rest of the day on it, you can make another roll.
Sure. Okay. 19. Wait, is that 19? Hold on. Yes, it is 19.
Okay, once again a success. Once again, nothing incredible, but you make the frames as you choose they should be. With a suitable arcane runes so that they operate as you would expect. Whoops. And what do they look like?
So, as for frames, I mean, since they're glasses, I feel like that's nothing particularly special. Whatever would suit Quipper's face the best. I don't. Corinna doesn't really understand what Quipper looks like in like a specific sense. But I imagined that when they like get activated when it's dark, the lenses kind of like fog up for a second and they're like little like ghosty swirls and then they like glow for a little bit and then they like sit down like it's like a little ghost friend.
Magic.
That'd be very cute.
Very cool. All right, so those are those glasses.
And if
Pretty
you don't
simple.
like them, I can change the flavor text if you must.
Pretty simple build. Go in D&D Beyond and add. I believe they are goggles of the night, or goggles of night. All right, I think that'll do it. That is about probably the lowest end magic item besides like purely decorative things that you can create. Because of the uncommon items, I think that was probably the easiest to make. But there you go.
Cool. So that's what I'm doing all day.
Mm-hmm.
I am sneaking around and changing my face and talking to contacts that I know through past deals.
And what is the intention of this? What are you asking about?
I'm trying to see if the scorpion sounds familiar to them, if the path of the Manticore or Manticore sounds familiar, if they've heard any news related to the Sakaar Syndicate or any of the Sons.
Make a persuasion or an investigation check.
Persuasion is investigation. It's awful. Oh yeah, we're doing persuasion. That is an 18.
18. You're going. You're talking around. Because you did pretty well. You're confident enough in your ability to talk to these people and get what you needed to know. But this is not some sort of code. At least not in the spheres that you're talking to. Whatever these mean, they're either a code specific that these people don't understand, or it is as literal as they could make it.
So nobody has any idea what any of those things mean.
Nope. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to them. Yeah, no.
No. And also nothing on the Sakar Syndicate's movements.
That would have to take a different role.
Oh.
That's a whole different task.
Sorry, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What's that rule?
It's same thing. It's just like it just requires an extra set of effort.
20, not natural.
20. All right, you're just searching around looking for any movement of the Sakar Syndicate. Talking around, it seems that the Sakar Syndicate isn't doing anything special right now. It's not. It's not really. At least in this area, which would specifically include the Dao, you get nothing on any other groups of the Sakar Syndicate. Is that they aren't really doing anything special. They're not expanding into new areas right now. In fact, for a little while now, they've been pretty stagnant. So you don't really get much.
Nothing about any wars with any gangs.
There's always scuffles with other people trying to sell drugs and maintaining their position. You do get that there was an enforcer that came in from a different branch of the Sakar Syndicate that came in briefly a while ago to sort of set some people straight about how many gangs were popping up.
Am I safe to assume that this would have been the Myrmidon son?
No, it seemed like it came from a whole different branch. The Myrmidon is a part of the Dao. The Dao's branch.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an enforcer from some other unrelated member of the Sakar Syndicate.
Does anybody know the name of this enforcer or no?
You didn't get a name, but they were some kind of like you don't recognize the race, but some sort of like bronze dwarf with flaming beard and hair. I need to. This funny thing. I don't.
My dog always wants to get out of my room, and then he wants to come back in. You really gotta pick one side of the door, bro. Because the door stays shut.
I don't think I have any other specific questions. So wait, so is the Myrmidon is not the name of the son, it just happens to be what he is.
Yes, a Myrmidon is a class of I don't want to say soldier, of enforcer in the Ember Nox Guard.
Does that son have a name?
It'd be fair to assume.
Nobody knows it?
Nobody's been saying it. It seems like, first of all, somebody being a part of the Ember Nox Guard and also being a part of a crime family so closely is not exactly common. There's corruption, don't get me wrong, but that's kind of on another level. You're guessing spreading the name would not be in the interest of the gang.
Okay.
What's up? Did I miss something? I guess I wouldn't know anyway, actually.
Nope.
So
yeah.
Don't even matter. What are you
So
doing?
that's the boons of your investigations for this day.
Okay, that works. I guess I'll go back to the group and discuss my findings with them whenever we all coerce
Mhm.
after Quipper talks to Celia. Unless Quipper wants me to also go talk to Celia.
No, I'm going by myself.
Oh, you're
But,
going to Celia?
I mean,
Nix loves Celia.
not really by myself, but as alone as I can get. All these backseat drivers.
like
I don't
how
know
you
why
said
I'm
that.
going to Celia, but I am.
Okay.
Ask
Find
about
out.
the information about stuff.
So you go and start head over to Celia's little cart down the street.
Like,
Uh,
should I knock?
yeah, I'm working on.
Eh.
There we go. Yeah, you knock on the door and the door opens up automatically.
So much beeping.
Beep.
Oh, hello, little one. I'm glad to see you're doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm.
You
Oh.
you see there's a monkey with a scorpion's tail inside of a cage on the like far side of the room, and it's like struggling at the bar and kind of screeching at you, and she snaps her finger.
Oh, pardon him. He's just new.
Nah, it's alright. He's just monkeying around. What's up? How's it going? You know?
Oh, things are going well, as always.
Nice. Nice.
I'm not
So,
so fond of small talk.
I guess I should just go then. Sorry. I'm not very big. All my small is talking. My talk. All I do is talk. Anyway, so we've been up to some stuff. We tend to trust you probably more than we should. And by we, I mean them. And by me, I mean I don't. But I kind of do. You did save my life. Anyway, moral of the story. Do you know anything about Manticore paths and or scorpions and or things of those nature related to each other in relation to like crime syndicates?
Uh,
Any pieces of those making a puzzle?
I know much about manticores.
What
I know
is a man?
much about scorpions. A manticore is a monstrous creature that shares the features of a lion and a man, and in fact a scorpion
Oh, you mean
in
my
some
grandma?
varieties.
Nah, just kidding. That was a little joke.
Ryan
I
laughs.
thought
She
it
does
was.
not.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty
Uh,
funny.
but they together mean very little to me.
Hmm.
Uh,
Wait, you said a lion, a man, and a what?
sometimes a scorpion, as in some varieties, can fire pins and needles out of their tails, but that isn't the common kind.
Okay, but like, what part is usually the scorpion part?
The tail. And even then, the connection to a scorpion is uh, severed. It is no chimera. It is. It has spines on its tail that it can fire. It's a loose connection. I wouldn't do it myself.
What's up? You got anything going on? You got any new stuff? You got anything I could buy for 33 gold?
33 gold.
It's a pretty nifty
Would you
number.
like some dead man's toe?
What do I do with that?
I don't know. It's a fungus.
Oh, I thought it was like.
Show of a corpse.
Oh, I also have that if you're interested. But no, it's a fungus.
Do you know anywhere where I could get money? I just spent a bunch of money today.
Oh. Um,
33 gold is less than I like to have on occasion.
people is good, and while the sewers can yield some prizes, but they're sewers. Traveling deeper yields better results.
Yeah, but like I feel like you're a pretty smart lady. You probably got like some connections going on. I feel like you probably know maybe some guy nearby or maybe like a place where someone with a certain set of skills could just pick up some quick cash.
Well, there does, if you've got sticky fingers, there comes quite a few good heavy pockets that go by the market districts here because they are buying high-end equipment. But I'll leave that to you. After all, money means very little to me. If I want something, I take it. And if I need something, I make it.
I need that on a t-shirt.
That was a nice little rhyme. I liked it.
Thank you.
You want some of my blood? Can I trade you blood for stuff? Do you do blood stuff?
I could do blood stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you think about that. I'll let that stew for a little bit. Just know, if you ever need halfling blood for anything, you've got a donor. If the price is right. There's almost nothing I won't sell so long as I can survive without it.
I don't know how useful it would be to you, but I do have a set of playing cards that could be interesting if you ever get the funds or something worth trading for it.
What kind of funds are we talking about?
Oh,
And or
man,
item
I
of
hate.
equal or lesser value.
I do hate trading in money, but
Greater or equal value.
yeah,
Equal or greater?
I don't know. I think you came in here with a silver sword once. You could give me that, and probably not that alone, but something added to that might do.
I don't even remember that. Who has a silver sword?
Is she talking about the one that was the blood hunter sword, the lycanthrope sword?
Mhm.
I didn't remember giving that to her. I thought we still had that.
You didn't. You do still have it. She just said like she would be interested in that
Oh,
as a possibility
yeah.
for trade, but that alone isn't enough.
Did we ever show that to her?
Yes, you did. She was the one that identified it as lycanthropy.
Oh, right. Or
What about monster parts?
I would love monster parts.
I'll get back to you.
Sounds
not
good.
done.
Although
We're not done here.
make it good. This isn't nothing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Good luck.
All I got is luck. That's what I do. I'm full of it. I'm overflowing with luck. There's some
Well,
people in my head mocking me right now because they're pointing out the fact that they exist. I'm gonna leave now.
and you're very unlucky. Keep in mind your silver tongue will carry you far. However, you do tempt people to cut it out quite often, and if you ever need another, I do sell those.
Well, yeah, but like, there's more people that want to keep it in than there are that want to cut it out.
That's true.
People like Quipper. What can I say? Ah.
Well, I'm come back if you have any goods to sell or any rituals you would like for me to perform. I far prefer those in case you ever want another hand.
Hang on, you didn't say anything about rituals.
Where
did this come from?
This is what I've always done. What I did to your friend Nyx, I could do to you, or I could offer you some other kind of variation of bodily change that would suit your interests.
Come back when I got something worth your while.
And come back with an idea, too. I do commissions. I don't sell things.
Can I help you, bro? No? Okay, cool. I leave.
Okay. Sounds good. You just leave the parlor, going back into the street of Gearhold, hearing the sounds of hammering and gears turning and stuff. All right, you all meet back at the Chair and Whistle. Sounds of Sharon Whistle at probably like 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sewer Squad headquarters.
Oh god.
I cannot
There's
and
a
will not.
sticky note on the sign.
The wind blew it off.
No, I taped it.
I don't know what to tell you. The wind blew it off.
Well,
Anyway.
I put another one on.
You put another one up.
So what did you guys find out? Oh,
Okay,
and remember, I finished your glasses.
Nice.
So, what I figured out, and remember, I'm on the bare low minimum on the power hierarchy of the deals and the drug deals and stuff. Like, I
Right.
don't get a lot of information. But what I did find is that the Path of the Manticore or the Scorpion aren't code for something specifically. If they are, it might be too specific to the Sakaar Syndicate.
Right.
And I inquired about their movements. The Sakaar Syndicate isn't doing anything special right now. Like, not any big movements, not any big wars. They haven't really expanded very much since the last time they expanded. And there was an enforcer recently from a different branch, not one of the sons, but it was a bronze dwarf with flaming beard and a flaming hair. I don't know if that's literal. I don't know if he was just a redhead. I'm assuming it's literal though, because it was a dwarf.
Sounds like
I
a
don't know
pretty
if that
cool
sounds
guy.
familiar to either of you guys. Does that sound familiar to either of you? Person
Does
you
that
might have
sound
seen?
familiar to me? Some kind of dwarf with a flaming beard?
There was some guy that sounds like some guy that I knew back in the day, but not really very well. Actually, now that I think about it, that was the guy when I got arrested for being in bad guy territory. I'm pretty sure the guy they were looking for matched that kind of description. But I don't think he was important. I think they were just looking for him. He's just some dude, I'm pretty sure.
I think he was an enforcer. I don't know what that means. I don't know the importance. But
Probably
do
just
you
some
know his name?
brute. Nah, I don't know. I don't know that much about him, but like, I know a little bit. Like, enforcers, I'm pretty sure are just like, kind of like bigger grunts. Like, they don't really do a lot. They just kind of enforce what other people tell them to do. He might know
Okay.
someone higher
Did you
up,
learn-
but
Did you learn anything from Celia?
I learned what a manticore was.
Oh?
It's like a
I mean,
lion man monster
did
that sometimes
she know anything related to the
has-
path of the Manticore or the Scorpion?
Nah, not really.
Wait. If it's a manticore, then that probably just means that the scorpion. It's probably a 3-part plan. If the scorpion's been activated into the path of the manticore, if it is a code, then that means that there's probably like a lion that needs to be activated, and like,
And
you know what I
man,
mean?
Yeah, but like,
that's a good point.
you know, I kind of suggested to Celia, like, hey, maybe the scorpion and the manticore, like, what? And she was like, I mean, it's not really a
I
scorpion,
really
though.
hope
It's
you
just
did
kind
not
of.
call Celia baby.
What?
They said maybe.
No, I
I
didn't.
thought you said, "Look, Celia, baby."
No,
Oh, God.
no. I said
That's a whole new
said-
level of confidence for you.
maybe the
Oh,
scorpion
okay.
and the manticore are like a thing, and she's just like, well, no, it's not really a scorpion. It's just got like boom, 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 poison barbs or whatever.
I think it still has a part of a scorpion though.
Probably. You know that Celia. She's all, ooh, I can give you a little bit of relevant information, but you should also like trade me your soul in exchange for googly eyes. Ooh.
She's also stresses the importance of specific questions, and if you're just like, "Oh, the scorpion and a manticore," they walk into a bar, like, you're gonna have to be
Well,
specific, or
why
she's not
would
gonna
you
give you the
say me
information you
for
want.
something like that?
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Should I go and talk to her? I think she
I
likes me more
basically was just
anyways.
like, hey, what is a Manticore path with Scorpion? Are these like a thing? There's just criminals. She was like, you want to buy some drugs? And I was like, nah.
I don't think she sells. Should I go and talk to her?
I guess you can. I have a DM question. Are there any like places in, I don't know whether it's in Gearhold or in the Axel District, places we've been, where there have been like street names or specific places that have anything with like lion or scorpion or anything in the title? Like, are they talking about literal Lion Street? Are they talking about like literal, like, follow this path towards, and then that's where the sewer will be to descend? Like, do you know what I mean?
I absolutely adore that idea, and that's good thinking. But the Axel District has numbered streets like New York. Yeah, and for the most part, they avoid big names unless it's some sort of like government area. The Gearhold works much the same. Sometimes they'll have industrial names, but usually they're like weird dwarf or gnomish names tossed in every once in a while. But usually, nothing like Manticore.
Okay. I think we might have to ask Omar about this, maybe, if we can't figure anything else out from Celia.
I think that's probably the best bet. I can go talk to her real quick just to get a backup. If she can't offer any more information, then she can't, but I have a feeling she might be a little more receptive to less Quipper. Not that that's anything to say against you, but I just think that your personalities are a little different. And I think Celia and I find a little more, like that crazy, like,
You both got a little bit of chaos, which is why I'm coming with you.
Why? I'm reliable.
I think you're reliable, but I also don't want to accidentally end up with something like, okay, now Quipper has to come back. Okay, now you have to come back. And then I have to go. Just cut out the middle entirely, just in case.
Okay. Although it kind of feels like you don't trust me, and it hurts. It hurts.
Quipper, in just like a really serious voice, is like, I remember when my squadron was sent against a team of orcs. They cut out the middle of my best friend. That was something to see.
Nix is just like snapping in front of his face.
Well,
like,
then I took their heads.
We're here.
Every last one of them. And not just the men, but the women.
Quipper, do you want something?
And the
Quipper,
children, too.
Do you want something to like play with, so you don't have to listen to the ghosts all the time?
Why? What you got? What do we got?
I handed my order.
Whoa! Wait, why? What did I say?
Don't worry about it. We'll tell you later.
Why am I sad?
Okay, we're gonna leave you here and we're gonna go to Celia.
Well, I want to come.
No! Stay here.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, you really want to leave me all by myself?
Fine, let's all go. It'll be
Selves.
Fun. It will not.
Does anybody else hear that whispering?
Okay,
I grabbed Quipper's arm and I'm just like, okay, let's go.
You can come, but you better be quiet.
Back to Celia's. Let's see if we get anything done this time.
I feel like we're going to get significantly less done with all of us going. But that's fine.
What's an aboleth? Why do I keep hearing that word? Who's talking to me right now? What are you talking about?
You head over to Celia's hut, and the door once again opens for you. And gosh.
All right, I'm gonna go in first. So you guys chill out here.
Okay.
Because you're gonna help make sure Clipper doesn't go crazy. I'm gonna try to get some information.
Okay. You go in
Just
there.
like standing outside.
Oh,
peeking in the
hello. It's good to
Oh,
see you again.
it is so lovely to see you. I apologize for bothering you again. I know Quiver was here earlier, but I felt like you didn't ask enough questions, and so I had some questions for you, and I think that it may involve a ritual question, and I know you like those.
I do. What do you have to offer me?
Well, it's less of an offer for a ritual and more of a question about a potential ritual that's in the sewer somewhere related to a Manticore.
Hey, Aether, while she's in there, you want to go rob some rich people?
No.
Don't rob the rich without me.
What?
So, are you asking questions about the Sakar Syndicate?
Maybe yes.
I don't know anything of the ritual that you're talking about. Those names are just creatures and animals to me, so I don't know what these are, but there is something. I can hear my own voice.
Yeah, I think it's coming from
Unfortunate.
Corona. There you
I
go.
do believe that there's some sort of powerful magic that they're playing with. I don't think it's associated with any form of ritual. They have something. And it's older than me. Much, much older than me, and that is all I know. But be careful with them. I don't know how deep it runs. Unrelated, but those blades are very nice, but they could always do more. Ask me if you'd ever like to, I don't know, give them something real nice.
Well, I was thinking the other day. I had this idea. I can't really talk for too long because my friends are waiting outside. But I had this idea that what if like I stabbed into somebody and then it like barbed out like a hook, you know, like you put it in there and then it's so that when you tear it out, it takes out more. You know, that'd be fun.
That would be very fun.
And start playing.
You actually, believe it or not, do not hear it inside of the cart.
Oh, good.
You are getting many awful looks on the streets, though, as people look and watch you play the worst instrument ever invented by mankind.
That is false. Thank you very much.
I like that.
Agree to disagree.
No, I will not agree to disagree. You are just wrong.
Anyway.
I have never been less happy to hear an instrument. In any case, she says, that's certainly doable. That could be done. That would actually be pretty simple. It would require some work. And, I don't know how... These things take bones from your own body to eject. They take energy from yourself, so you couldn't do it every time. You'd have to pick and choose.
Valid. I will think on it. It was just a little fun little idea.
That is a lovely idea, and I'm so glad that you thought of it, because I think we could do something with that.
Or I could inject venom like
That
a snake.
is certainly also doable.
I'm so cool.
That is certainly doable. We could do that. But make sure, just a bit of wisdom, you cover your weaknesses.
I get hit a lot.
You do, but you can take quite a lot. Just think about it. But those are certainly options, and I could certainly do those. But give me something good to trade so I can.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to be spending a lot of time in the sewers, so we're bound to come across something for you.
I hope you don't. There's much more to find down there.
What? Never
I
mind.
knocked.
You don't
I'm
have.
like, hey, Nix, are you down in there?
Yeah, I
Whoever's
think.
making a lot of noise.
Oh, okay. Is he playing the bagpipes? Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Hi, Celia.
I.
Hi.
It's like the reverse like cosplay thing or whatever. I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, I like your monkey. Is he nice?
No.
Oh, that's sad. Do you okay? Are any of the cats in there?
Yeah, there's one sitting in there.
I want to say hi to the cats.
The cat
I think
meows.
wasn't it like Sylvan or something that you could speak to the cats in?
At least that one, but yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say hi. I'm gonna try to get it to let me pet it, like doing the.
It when you say hi, it meows back in the same like cadence, and it doesn't object to you petting.
Aw.
It doesn't like give it any attention either, but you know.
That's okay. It's a small victory. It's a win in the little battles. Okay.
Mm.
All right, Celia, I gotta go. I gotta rescue the street from Clipper's bagpipes.
Best of luck.
Alright, guys. I feel like we should probably be going about this a little quicker because if something's already been activated, how long do you think it'll take to activate whatever else they have to do?
It all depends on how long it took for them to activate the first one.
Exactly, we don't know.
Well, if it's old, we do have a friend that is part dragon.
Yeah.
So he might know
So-
some dragons who know some things.
Are we off to there then? Is that our next pit stop for the day?
As you're about to leave, one of the vehicles of the Embernox goes cruising by and comes to a slow stop, and right in front of the cart. And
Oh no.
this
I don't like that.
man steps out. This is probably the first member of the Embernox that you've seen in a while that is just a human. But he's in standard Embernox patrolman gear. He walks up. So I'm here because of there's some kind of noise disturbance.
Oh,
Officer,
boy.
we are so sorry. Our friend is not well.
Summon
He
a-
has this compulsive need to
a
play the
pan
bagpipes and instruments,
and
and
stuff it
we're
in my
getting him
bag
home
real
right now, I
fast.
promise.
They'll never know.
I didn't hear anything that Matt just said.
I just said the moment he says that, I summon a pan flute, thus making the bagpipes dematerialize immediately.
Okay.
It's so sad.
Okay,
I was
just,
trying to find royalty-free bagpipe music too, so I could play it in rhythm, but
I would have been actually upset. They are the worst instrument.
Bro,
St.
Scotland the
Patrick's Day
Brave-
is bad, if only because that instrument is used more than any other day.
Scotland the
But
Brave
in any
case-
via hardcore bagpipes is the best and solely instrumental song you could possibly listen to.
In any case, you guys leave. You head off to you head back to the sounds of Sharon Whistle.
Sewer squad headquarters.
Anyway, so
It'll be
we're
nothing
going.
else ever.
So are we going back to Omar's then to tell him about this plan path?
Probably, but didn't he say that he didn't want us going to
That's
him?
true. Not a lot, because then it would start getting a little suspicious, probably. I guess we could go back into the sewers and just keep going, but I feel like we don't have specific paths.
We have a way. We don't have a way of communicating with him, like through magic.
I don't think so. Hold on. Manage spells. Nope.
Okay.
Not yet, maybe. I only have second level spells. I mean, we could just keep going the direction that we were going and see if there are any traces of his brother somewhere. We could pull the same thing we did before and maybe ask that one guy in the bar meeting place.
Well, that would put us double suspicious for the death of a
Yeah.
very powerful son. If we were like, oh, hey, by the way, thanks for letting us know where the other son was yesterday. Can you point us in the direction of a different one this time?
No, that's very true. I feel like we should probably just go down there and just see what we come across. I'm not really sure. Because we're not really sure what the path of the Manticore is, and so that would lead to Scorpion. But if we don't know that, then I don't have any bright ideas other than just going into these sewers.
The only other thing I can really think, Omar just seems like the best option to talk to, but we don't have a way of talking to him magically. If we wanted to go to the city, I could disguise myself as somebody else and walk into his house. That way it's tied back to us.
I can make myself invisible for a short amount of time. Oh, an hour. So maybe once we get there, I could do that.
Yeah, Clipper, can you still make yourself invisible?
I could make myself invisible. I can also just, like, make myself look different.
Oh. Why don't we do that then?
Maybe we'll have more luck searching around for like the path in that city instead. I'm not really sure. Looking through my notes to try and figure this out.
Also, when do we want to take a break?
I have no idea.
We could do that in, like, pretty soon, probably, before you guys get into any more action.
Maybe 8?
Sure. Sounds great.
I'm trying to think of who else we could talk to.
We
I mean, to
really
be
don't
fair,
know a lot.
They did go in the sewers. Like, I feel like they were probably already. I mean, if the message in the letter literally said to follow a path, that's probably where they were anyway. That would kind of make sense at the end of the day. Like, if someone gave me a letter like, hey, go down, like, 2nd Street, and you found me, like, halfway on 2nd Street, I was probably just trying to get to the other end.
Yeah.
What if it's completely meaningless and the dad did it as a prank?
Oh,
I
like,
don't
let me
feel
send
like-
my son down a mindless path to absolutely nowhere so
Like,
that he
hey,
leaves me alone and stops being a
useless son.
disappointment.
Go follow this riddle that means nothing. That's what I would do.
Maybe Manticore might know where to look if we found him again.
That's true. I wonder if he's run into any of the other ones.
He certainly knows the other ones. Or so it seems.
We could try to track him down.
Jeez, we have no friends. Okay, so what we can do, I think we first check with Omar. And Omar gives us the information he can. And then we can plan to come back here, go into the sewers, and look for Acor. See if Acor knows where to look. Or if we can find the wind of the other brother anywhere or the path of the Manticore.
Okay.
Let us depart.
Isn't it like nighttime?
Is it?
Oh, yeah. It's probably, like, 6:30.
Oh, yeah, because you've been building stuff. Do you
Yeah.
want to sleep on it?
I mean, like, I have spell slots, but I
It
was
won't
just
be
like,
a long
making
journey.
sure that
Maybe
I
we
knew
can
what time
join
it
him
was.
for dinner.
Hopefully he's there.
Yeah. can be unfortunate we got there. He was like, I'm on a date. I'm busy. I'm in the bathroom.
If there's only one way to find out, huh?
Let's
All right.
go.
You guys head there. Costs 5 copper
Chaotic.
to go to the Axel district.
Oh my God.
By the time you get there, it's probably like 8:30. Because he's in like a part of the very large Axel district, and you had to get transport to that area in the first place, and all that stuff. So you get there, it's like 8:30. It's properly dark outside. I'm gonna need you to roll a D100.
I can roll it.
That'd be great.
Go for it.
$24.
24. Oh yeah, this music should definitely not be what's on right now, but this is what we're at right now. I think it's fine.
Yes. Hey, Celia. I'm not great. This is Celia's music, right? This is Celia's music, right?
It is Celia's music.
Okay, good. Ha, I'm so good.
Let me see here. So, you go into the, you start to head into the transport there, and then you see, as you're walking by, the streets have kind of emptied. This particular part of the Axel district, some parts are never sleep. People are always moving about all the time, and this area is really quieted down. And as you're walking through, you hear this giant clattering of like pots and pans, and just shuffling of just stuff. And you come across this man with this like giant beard, pouring down his face. It is like this gray color. His skin is like this tan and cracked from sun damage, which is certainly a strange sight down here. And he looks very lost.
Excuse me.
bruv.
Oh?
Where
Yes.
you headed?
Yes. Hello? It's so dark here. Hello? Hi.
Howdy.
I make myself glow in the dark.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hello.
Look at you. That's something. And he's got this like giant backpack that's just like stacked as tall as his head, that just has like tons of pots and pans and just stuff.
You got a license
On
for
there.
those pots and pans?
Oh, you need a license for this kind of stuff?
Nah, I'm
Oh.
just messing with you.
You look lost.
Well, yeah, because I was somewhere. I was the nowhere. You know the place. The nowhere. And I was there, and then I dropped my pan. And you never look for anything there. That's why you're in the nowhere. But then I dropped my pan, and then I went looking for my pan. But since I went looking for my pan, I'm here, in the somewhere.
Oh, okay. Do I know what on earth he's talking about?
Sounds like a rhyme.
Make a history check.
$15.
15. You have no idea what this.
But if you were nowhere, now you're somewhere.
How do you get back to nowhere?
How you?
Well, I imagine I should have nowhere to go.
Then should we
So-
leave you so that you can go back?
Oh, Oh, I don't know, but then I'm looking for nowhere, aren't I?
Well, what are
Then
you
I
doing
won't
with all
get
that?
there.
What are you doing going from nowhere to somewhere with all that cookware?
Oh, this is just what I use to keep alive. You know, you can't have things in nowhere. You'll lose the things if you leave them somewhere. That's how I lost my pot.
How can you leave them somewhere in nowhere?
Huh? Because if you just leave it around, then it goes away because it's nowhere. And nowhere, nothing's there. Except for
How
the
are you
things that you
there?
leave behind.
If
But then
nothing's
they're
in
not
nowhere,
there.
then how are you there?
That's what I
Oh,
just
because
asked,
there's
Gator.
plenty. Because that's where people go who have nowhere to go.
I don't know what's going
This
on.
just feels like a massive conundrum, and I
Alright, but
think
like,
that
do
we should
I know
leave
what
this
nowhere
man
is?
to
Is this guy just
decide.
messing with me?
And you just see like a bunch of sand falls out of his beard when he does that cough.
Oh,
Make a history check.
What is going on?
I have a good feeling that Ryan's just making stuff up. I rolled a 1.
I think
Wait,
that
I'm
I
a
know what Ryan's
halfling.
talking about.
I roll again. Ah, that's not much better. I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. You have no idea. This guy might be crazy.
Oh, well, sir.
I'm pretty sure I know what Ryan's talking about, but I don't. Nyx does not. Because I think Ryan mentioned this very, very briefly before we ever started this campaign. I'm just surprised it took him this long to bring it up.
Interesting. Well, I guess we should be on our way then.
Aether, if you would like, you can make a check
Okay.
to see if you know anything about it.
19.
19. You have heard the faintest rumor, just like something your father told you when he was raising you, in some bedtime story, about something to the essence of like always make sure you have some purpose in Cardinfall, or else you'll end up with nowhere to go. And that is the only phrase you remember.
Huh. Is it
I had a
some kind of,
feeling
like-
it was something like that, but I didn't want to.
Is it some kind of weird, like, place of exile?
So, I don't know. Maybe the pot wasn't so important after all, you know?
Do you want to find something to do with your time while you're looking?
I don't know. What would I do?
Hmm.
I got some things. Not
Well,
going
I'm sure
there.
that the folks over in Gearhold would appreciate those pots and pans for using things.
I've never seen anything so dark. It's just, you can't be dark in nowhere. It can't be out in the dark and nowhere. Dangerous stuff. Anyway, I think I'm gonna be on my way.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Have
I'm going.
have a good time in somewhere. God, it's so dark here.
Would you like a light?
Hmm?
I light one of his, like, pans.
Oh, I can't take that with me, can I?
It'll show up somewhere.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna walk. And he like looks around. I'm gonna walk that way. And he just starts walking.
It's not
And he
bad.
like and he just turns a corner down one of the streets.
He seems kind of okay. Oddly.
No,
Strange.
I don't think so.
Alright. Let me not be a glow in the dark changeling.
Mhm.
And I will now be inconspicuous. I will be inconspicuous.
Okay.
Not
As you not Nyx. As you begin walking past, heading in the direction of direction of why am I forgetting everything?
Omar.
Omar, thank you. I knew it started with an O, but I was gonna say Oban, but that's something else.
That's not it.
But you begin walking down the same street, and it is the same direction that the man walked. And you saw as he turned a corner, kind of just in front of you. You go and you look down that street, and he's just not. But then you keep walking. You eventually find your way to Omar's house. Would you like to?
That was me knocking.
Okay, you knock on the door.
Are you guys invisible?
I can like go invisible maybe when we're leaving.
Well,
Okay.
You don't want to be
Alright.
seen going in.
That's true.
In a flash.
We can just
I
cover
look
you
like
up
that
when we leave.
weird guy we just talked to on the street.
I will
I don't know, was he a
briefly run
gnome?
into the
Did
alley
you say
and
he
then
was a
go
gnome?
invisible and then come back.
Okay. He opens the door, and he opens the door, and he's wearing like a very more professional even than when he was meeting you, like blue suit with a tie, and like the tie is like looks like one of those like it's like it literally looks like it has scales on it. It just has that like pattern on it with blue, and he goes, hello, can I help you with anything?
Hi.
We need
It's
your
I'd like to
help.
buy some Girl Scout cookies.
Oh. No, I wouldn't like to buy anything. Just come back in like 10 minutes. I'm doing a meeting with somebody. I've got to.
Oh,
we gotta...
yeah, of course.
Okay. No, I wouldn't like anything you're selling. Have a great day, citizen.
You
Um,
rich people are all the same.
Oh my god.
he opens the door, or he closes the door, and then he walks back out. About 10 minutes are gonna pass.
Do you guys want to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
Do you have some Girl Scout cookies?
What are Girl Scout cookies?
I don't know. Someone just keeps asking me that.
Oh, that's really sad.
I mean, I'm a scout and a girl.
If you
Does
think
that-
of the ramifications of that, it is really sad.
You would actually know Girl Scouts are like a little tiny training thing they do sometimes by the coast, where like, oh, you're like you can start training for the military, but it's specifically for like young girls, so that they're like
I like how
just something for them to do.
I like how it just
God.
made Ryan canonize Girl Scouts in his D&D
Yeah.
universe.
I mean, because
Why
I
are they
mean, I'm a
selling
scout.
cookies? I don't know.
Fundraising.
Fundraising.
Same
I was
reason they
never a
sell
Girl
cookies
Scout,
here.
but I am a scout and a girl. If I make cookies, do they then become Girl Scout cookies?
If you want them to.
In any case, 10 minutes pass, and you see as a man comes walking out, and he has this like this person is I'm gonna say they're a dwarf with like this like professional black suit on, and he comes walking out, and he goes, all right, I think you might have my vote, but just keep in mind you're gonna have to be a little quieter about some of the things you think, because we can't just be having that on the streets. But you might not be so bad. And he just walks out, and then starts heading on his way. Like presses a button on his watch, and a car, and that is not super common in these areas, because usually it's all just mass transport. Pulls up to the side of the road and opens the door, and he just climbs it. And it drives off.
Bring out your dead. I don't know.
All right, and then Omar goes, "Okay, you guys can come in now." All right. So in the future, we should probably think of some sort of solution to this. You know what? I think I can think of some sort of product for this. I'll send you something in a little bit later, so we don't have to keep meeting like this.
Yeah.
But what did you come here for?
We need your help, possibly. with information that we found by accident, kind of.
Mhm.
So we found one of the sons a little too late after we realized it was him. And we picked up something from him that had kind of a code on it that talked about like a path of a manticore and activating a scorpion, and we're not really sure what that means or if you've heard anything of it.
Doesn't
But
mean anything to me.
great, that's wonderful. I'm so glad we came all this way.
We
Okay.
also came because you happen to have connections with dragons who are usually old and usually know a lot, and we have a friend who is also very old who says that the magic might be older than her. We were
This
wondering if
magic is
you...
older than her?
Yeah, it's some sort of magic, or there's magic related to it, and
They're
so we
messing
thought
with
maybe
something
one of
really
your
dangerous.
dragons might know, or one of your dragon acquaintances.
Huh. I don't have any. I don't think I know any dragons that could do something like that. But I could talk to my old master, the storm giant.
Jim?
He's a seer. I'm sorry.
Huh? Nothing. Don't worry about it.
He's a seer. He might have seen something like this. I'll ask him. But besides that, I don't think there's anything I can do. Doesn't sound like anything I know.
I just worry that
Okay.
it's more urgent than we might think it is.
Well, I
Since
certainly
it
hope
literally
not.
already says that it's
It
been
was very
activated.
powerful.
I'll keep that in mind.
It seems like your meeting went well, though.
Oh, it was fine. He's just
Who was that?
he was some dwarf associated with some of the he's not associated with Gearhold like many of the others. He's from the Sanctorum district. Trying to remember things.
But
He's from the Sanctorum district. He's part of one of the corporate conglomerates, and even though they don't really have any votes per se, in Senate seats, they do have positions where they can advertise and effectively get votes. And I just had to convince that some of these moves would be in their favor. You know, not the kind of deals I would like to make, but it's just part of the job.
Makes sense. Well, it's another step
Since the
forward.
guy was from the Sanctorum, would I maybe know who he is? Or probably not.
No, I don't think he would know who that is. He didn't seem like he's not somebody that you encountered, and he didn't seem like super important. Although, one thing that you can always tell is usually dwarfs from Sanctorum district don't have an accent, whereas those that are like more associated with actual dwarven heritage tend to have some kind of accent.
Okay.
It's fair. Oh,
At least that's how I always tell them apart. But is there anything else I can do for you?
We found the name of the boss, but I'm sure you already knew what it was.
I think it was Don. It starts with a B. I don't.
Mhm.
Rascal.
we killed one of the
Brosco,
sons. Can we
right.
get money?
Oh, you killed one of the sons. I might be able to arrange some payment for that. As a matter of fact, I probably can.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me see what I can do. I'll send some in the mail. It'll be somewhat paltry funds compared to
Don't strain
what
yourself.
you probably deserve.
Don't strain yourself.
Anything you
We're
can
in
give
this.
us is...
We're in this for you. And
I appreciate
and
that.
the
I'll-
people. But the monetary support is helpful. Especially
That's
right
good.
now,
I,
we're kind of at a dead end, and money opens doors.
That's true. Hopefully the doors that lead you through the path of the Manticore. But but I can. Yeah, I can send you some. This will be out of my pocket, but I'm setting up some grant funds for some private, like, crime and crime-related grants that should get me some money so that I can fund people like you without being expressly under the table, but while still keeping you anonymous. But yeah, I can do that too. I'll send it to the Sharon Whistle. Is that where you're staying still?
Yeah.
Yes, but it has been renamed. At the
Mhm.
moment, it is the Sewer Squad headquarters. We don't have an official name yet. That's our temporary name,
think
but
you needed
the
to.
sign broke.
I don't think he.
I see.
Yeah.
Make sure you inform the city about that because you need to change the permits, and otherwise that's considered a small offense, and you would have to pay a fine.
All right, we can definitely change the permit so that we are officially the Sewer Squad headquarters, and that our DM will stop calling it what it isn't.
I don't know. I'm
But
starting to
that's,
like.
Suddenly, I'm getting such a headache, and I feel like something's telling me that won't happen.
I'm starting to like cherry thistle. Sounds pretty good.
It's not the cherry whistle.
He said cherry thistle.
Sharon.
Whatever you want to call it.
That's my name.
Oh. Sorry.
Well, if there's not anything else, I still have to cook dinner.
What's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry
It's
about this.
We'll leave you to that.
Sure thing. I'll send you some things tomorrow. Hopefully, they'll get to you that quickly. Have a great day.
You too.
I like your
And he
tie.
sees you. Thank you. And he opens the door, and as he opens the door, he starts like looking outside. Thank you, citizens, for your kind requests. I'll do what I can to see that the Senate does what's best for you, citizen.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
sir.
You're just the sweetest young man I've ever done did see.
Okay, I'm just like pulling with
He like closes the door.
That felt like a little much. All right, let's go home, and then we can take a break.
Take a break.
In the middle of me saying that, I made myself look like a tiny old man. Now I'm going to maintain that facade.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say you make it back without anything. You already had one encounter. Also, I love rolling non-combat encounters for that kind of stuff. It's so much more fun.
I think we should get back to gear holders soon we can.
All right. You get back there pretty quick. Guess what? It costs you 5 copper.
You know, you two are just the sweetest young
Can I
ladies
just
I've done
can I
did
just
meet.
buy the unlimited?
Absolutely, you can.
Between
5 platinum.
everywhere?
5 platinum.
It's 5 platinum. I thought it was gold. I don't have 5
For all
platinum.
of them.
Oh
Wait,
wait,
I
no,
do
you're right.
probably-
You're right. It is 5 gold. It is 5 silver between specific districts, 5 gold for the universal for the year.